Hey friend, welcome back to Crafter Support. It's Andrea, and today I'm going to share with you how to make a Thanksgiving faux leather turkey hair barrette. So this particular faux leather I purchased off Amazon. I normally purchase mine at Hobby Lobby, but Amazon has some really cute designs and I wanted to share them with you so you could see what I'm working on or working with. But here are some of the other bows that I've made. And technically the one I'm making today is not a bow, it's a turkey, but I wanted to show you the possibilities if you're interested in making bows, like this little mermaid bow. And you can sell these if this is something that you're looking to make some extra money. At Christmas time, you could definitely make these bows. They're really easy to make, and you could sell them. So these are just some cute ones. Like I said, all of this faux leather has come from Hobby Lobby that I'm sharing in this particular set. And this is the little butterfly one, which is so cute and really popular, that and the mermaid bow. And this is a 3-layer bow. So very cute. And then just little clips off of Amazon, or you can get those at Hobby Lobby as well. But today we're making this cute turkey clip. And I just think it's so cute. And you can make this any size you want. You can make it for any size from like an 18-inch doll up to child or adult size. It's whatever you want to make it. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is the faux leather that I purchased off Amazon. I'll have a link below. I'm not an affiliate with Amazon or anything like that. I just want to give you guys the links that will help you possibly get what I'm showing you guys. So here it is. The first two pieces are really beautiful glitter. There's no like rub off. And it's not chunky glitter, it's smooth, so it cuts perfectly in your Cricut. That's the other thing. You can use any Cricut that you have to cut faux leather. You just need your fine tip blade. I do prefer to use more pressure whenever I cut my faux leather, because there's two different thicknesses of the faux leather in this particular kit, but they both cut beautifully whenever I just put it on more pressure instead of default. And I'm going to show you in the video how I check to make sure that it cuts all the way through, but it cuts like butter. It's beautiful. So I love the leaves. I think they're so cute. And I love this like maize yellow. I think if you're making like a sunflower or like even like a cornucopia and you were making something to put like decoratively to put in it, I think that's a beautiful yellow. And then the argyle, which I really want to make a bow out of for myself. I think it's super cute. And yeah, so that is the set that I got off Amazon. Now, the next thing we have to do is go into Design Space and choose our image. So by simply going into Design Space, the first thing you're going to do is go over to the left-hand side, and you're going to take your mouse and just click on where it says images. So once you click on there, you can go up to the search engine and just type in turkey, and a bunch of different turkeys are going to show up. And then basically you just pick one and you can click make it. And by simply clicking on the one you want, you click make it and it takes you right to your mats. Now I do mirror all my images because one, I'm going to be cutting some iron-on, some Cricut iron-on, and two, I like to lay my faux leather design side down whenever I cut it. So I'm just going in here and making sure that all of my mats are mirrored. I don't want to forget and just do them one at a time and then accidentally forget to cut one because I do not want to waste my faux leather. So now that that's all ready to go, I can continue. And it's just asking me like, what machine are you going to use? Obviously, I'm going to use my Cricut Joy. I do have to do some playing around with settings here, but it all works out great. And then I just go and I click, it'll ask me all the questions and I click go. So here I'm going to be using some scrap pieces of my Cricut iron-on. I'm going to be using my blue mat, a little hair clip, and some tape, my Cricut hot glue gun, and my Cricut mini easy press. So if you see the masking tape there, I normally use painter's tape, but I was all out because I've been crafting a lot lately with faux leather, and I learned just tape it down completely. Don't tape the edges, don't just tape the top or the bottom, tape it down completely. because there's nothing worse than cutting a beautiful project of faux leather and then it lifts right at the end because you didn't have it taped down tight. So I've learned my lesson, and you'll see just how much tape I definitely will use whenever I'm cutting faux leather. It's just worth it. You can use washi tape, you can use painter's tape. I feel like the white tape, the masking tape, is a little tough. Like it rips and tears a little bit on your mat. It doesn't harm your mat. You can peel it off. It's just kind of a pain to get off. But that's what I had, so that's what I was using. I also, a tip here is whenever I'm laying anything on my mats, I usually turn it at an angle, and I start in the upper left-hand corner and I just press it down, and then it lays flat and it's straight across the top and the side. I will use my brayer as well. I think using the brayer is a great idea for any project. And also remember, when you're using Cricut iron-on, you're going to do it shiny side down, and that goes for any regular heat transfer vinyl or Cricut iron-on. It's going to go upside down on your mat. Well, shiny side down, I should say. So now I'm just telling my Cricut Joy what it needs to do, and it cuts, like, obviously I have this speeded up for you guys so you don't have to sit through it all, but it still cuts super fast. The little pieces, it doesn't take long to make these. These would be a really quick and cute stocking stuffer idea if you're making for maybe your nieces or your sisters or whoever that like to wear bows. This would be a great project for, you know, to give them and put maybe in their stocking. So another great thing about faux leather is you can cut it with your Cricut personal trimmer, and it cuts beautifully. So I do make a couple swipes back and forth, and then it just tears like paper. It's super easy. And if you don't have a Cricut and you just want to get the trimmer to, say, make those little keychains, you could absolutely do that, because you just cut 1 inch by however the length you want, and it cuts very nicely. So here you'll see I am taping this down completely. Like I said, I have been crafting a lot, and there's nothing worse than not taping it down the right way. So just take the time. You can reuse the tape. Just tape it down. Set your settings for paper thin faux leather, and then where it says pressure, just go from default to more pressure. That seems to be the best thing that has worked for me. And remember, we're doing design side down. So now it's just going to cut it all out for us. And I'm just lifting it here to make sure that it cut completely, else I would have re-put it back. Like, I would not have unloaded the mat. I just would have recut it. But it worked out great. So you can see here, the tape worked fine this time. It pulls up nicely, and it pulls off your faux leather. It doesn't harm your faux leather at all. But the second time I use it, it gets a little sticky, and I had to like peel off the mat, and it just was a big mess. So like I said, I prefer the painter's tape or the washi tape. I used up so much of my painter's tape that I didn't have enough left. So here I'm just cutting both pieces that I need still, and that glitter faux leather cut beautifully. It just cut like butter with that machine. Well, I guess it's not a machine, the trimmer. So here again, I'm just using that tape over again, and I'm taping everything down, top, bottom, and sides. Trust me, just do it. Just don't even waste your time with not doing it. Just do it. And it's just going to go ahead and cut. So we're just going to tell the machine to go. If you're not familiar with the Joy or the what's it called? The Joy Extra, which I might be getting soon. There's no buttons, so you just do everything either on your phone or computer, and you tell it to do everything you want it to do. It automatically loads for you. It has smart vinyl, which is amazing. I want to do a whole video on that. I've talked about smart vinyl in the past, and I was like, is it really worth it? Well, doing some projects since my daughter graduated high school, I started to do a lot more projects, and smart vinyl has like saved me so much time, and it's just been amazing. And it's on sale all the time. Like, I just bought 2 gold things of it, like 36 inches each, for $8.99 at Michael's. They were on sale. So it's definitely something you can get for a great price on sale, or I can link some down below that you can go on to Cricut.com and order. And if you're I am an affiliate to Cricut, but if you're an Access member, just remember you're getting that $10 that you can spend on Cricut for this month, for the rest of the month, I think till December, the end of December. And I have a code on our Facebook page that you can use and to go in. And I also think you get free shipping with that. I don't think you have to pay shipping. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think you have to pay shipping when you use that code. But it's definitely worth it. It's $10 off, guys. Like, that's such a great deal, especially with the holidays coming. Okay, so this is ready, and I'm just going to pop it out and deal with the mat later. And this glitter vinyl is so pretty. So now I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press Mini and my Cricut hot glue gun. I'm sorry, my daughter's kitty is meowing in the background because she wants her to come to bed. So I'm just going to get out the different layers. I'm going to pull those out, and I need to weed the Cricut iron-on. So weeding, if you're new to Cricut, is just pulling away all of the things that you don't need in your design. So I'm just cutting it out because I'm going to save all these scraps. I make so much with scraps, guys. Don't throw your scraps away. Like, even that weird shaped piece I kept because I knew I might just need a little tiny pair of eyes, like I did, and I can use that piece, and I can make a lot of little tiny eyes out of that little black piece of scrap. So I encourage you to find a system that works for you. I have another video where I show that I just put mine in clear folders, like clear page protectors, and then I just sort them by color. And then I can just always reach in and grab a scrap. So then I'm just using the Cricut weeding tool to pull up all the unwanted vinyl. And then I'm just picking out the little beak and the little eyes. Or no, the eyes didn't need picked out of the white. So now I'm just using that little tiny piece of black, and that's where my little tiny eyes are. And it ends up looking so cute, guys. I mean, I know you were already seeing it at the beginning, but I was really impressed with how cute this little turkey turned out with this faux leather. I love decorative faux leather that it has designs and stuff on it. I think it's so pretty. All right, so my hot glue gun is ready, but I think the first thing I do is I press the white. So when you're pressing Cricut iron-on to your faux leather, you want to be careful. For one, you don't want to smush the faux leather. Okay, so especially if you're making just a 1-layer project, you don't want to smush the faux leather. So what you want to do is you want to give it just enough pressure to adhere the iron-on onto the faux leather, but not like, you really don't need that much pressure, because, like, are you going to be washing these? No, you're not throwing these in a washer. If anything, you might just dust them off or wipe them off. So I'm not giving it a ton of pressure, but I have it on the second setting of my Cricut Easy Press Mini, and I'm just going around in a circle. I'm just pressing and pressing, and I'm just moving it all around, and I'm going to peel the carrier sheet, and when I look at it, I feel like it needs a little bit longer. So I'm just re-putting the cover sheet on and my Teflon sheet, and I'm just going to go over it again. This is just how I do things. There is a heat guide that you could use, but I don't know. I've been doing Cricut for so long that I kind of feel like I kind of know the way the product works, and I just kind of, like, in my head count. Now, if I'm doing something like something that I'm selling, I use my heat press and my pull down swing arm heat press. It will it has a timer on it, so I can just set the timer, and I know it's getting the right heat and pressure and temperature. Okay, and that just makes it look so cute. So here I'm just lining everything up, and then I'm going to poke holes, like put little dots in the whites of the eye so that I know where to put the black vinyl, because you wouldn't be able to put the black vinyl through the eye holes once you adhere the other piece of faux leather. In here, I'm just making sure that it all lines up. And the little mat that's underneath it is the Cricut pressing mat. It's the, like, oh goodness, what is it, 8x9 or something? It's the smaller one. And I'm just going to keep pressing. And guys, I was just like, when I saw this, I was like, it looks so adorable. And I'm just peeling off the carrier sheet. And then I can bring out the background. So this is where the glitter, I was a little concerned about the glitter background, but it worked out perfectly. The Cricut glue gun just puts out the right amount of glue. It works so well. Now, I've used mine a lot. Mine is a little dirty and it needs to be cleaned, but I just use it a lot to make a lot of projects. So it does get like used a lot. All right, and now I'm just pressing it down and it fit in so nicely. And the one thing about the Cricut hot glue gun is it claims that there's no string, there's no string after. I'll tell you, at first when I started using it, I didn't have a lot of stringy leftovers pulled out, but then over the time that I've used it a lot, I feel like it's getting to where it strings a lot now. I don't know, it could just be me. I just feel like it's kind of like, it's not as great as I originally thought it was with the stringiness. Otherwise, I love the fact that I don't have to, it automatically shuts off. It lets me know when it's ready, all that. I absolutely love that. It's just, I feel like it's getting a little stringy, but like I said, it could just be me. I do recommend this though, but there are other hot glue guns out there. This isn't a make or break deal for hot glue guns, but I just think it's pretty. Everything Cricut makes is pretty. All right, so here I'm just gluing the little barrette on the back and it is ready to go. So it turned out so cute, guys. I hope you guys are all having a great November, and I'm excited for things to come in December for you guys. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love for you to subscribe. Thanks.